story. Classic towers.
Alright, and I'll go with Once Reborn. I'm guessing we're live.
Yep.
Alright, I gotta get rid of that, I gotta get rid of that seat on the field.
I mean, was I hostile, Libra?
No. No.
I mean, I was explaining in every way of my ability. And I'm not trying, like, was I trying to fight, argue? I was actually just trying, and I never said that it was going to ruin my enjoyment, but I'm like, other people can think that way. Other people will think that way, and I figured just like...
That's what you said, yeah.
Yeah, don't...
I watched the video and I analyzed it. I don't know.
So I mean, come on, I'm like, I was being as level-headed as possible. I even had the backgrounds showing, when I was trying to talk about Melina, I showed the example. And he didn't even acknowledge that. You saw that I showed there was dark-skinned Tarkatans.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, she is a clone of who? Kitana. But if you want to make if you want to make her more unique to the films and probably deadlier and unpredictable, you can take a Tarkatan, obviously, and use the DNA of a Tarkatan. Or hell, if you want to go ahead and use Baraka's DNA, just say she's made with Baraka's DNA, Jade's DNA, and Kitana's DNA.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be bad at all. If you played that story right, it would be like, because Shang Tsung is the one that makes her, so I mean, what's to say he can't do something different? And do you see how inconsistent her tone was? And I never said black. Where did the word black ever come out of my mouth? Black. I said dark-skinned.
Yeah, you said dark skin. Yeah, you did say that.
Oh, nothing. Bullrun is Infinite Retro made a video replying to me, but then he's calling me the hostile one and trying to use my one comment, saying that my comment refutes everything. And I admit I made one mistake in there, because before I meant to put MK Deception, that's why I corrected myself later in the comment, saying this I was like, to correct the comment, there's the original trilogy, the 3D era, and then the rebooted trilogy. So I made my, I was like, okay, I'm the first. I went to his comments. I was the first one to admit. I was like, look, can you check your facts and realize that I even corrected my own self, because I saw the comment afterwards, or I saw it halfway through and I decided to just correct it toward the end. But he's going based off that one miscorrection, saying that miscorrection refutes everything I say. So, wait, Libra, a miscorrection can refute everything?
Not necessarily. It's like if you went to a court of law and you accidentally said something you didn't, and be like, hold on, Judge, that's not what I meant to say. He would tell you, okay, what do you mean to say? This isn't, oh, you're automatically guilty until proven innocent. It's,
I know.
the other way around, correct?
Very pretty much.
In the court of law.
And don't get me wrong, everybody fucks up what they're talking about, especially when you're commenting fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, using old shit from you, like past situations and videos, and just using my one. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, say if he showed up here in the comments, he'll see very different that I'm not being hostile. If we can talk about, maybe if we can come to a mutual understanding of what our knowledge of the lore is, there's a correct way to let people know what your feeling are without coming off as an asshat about it. I can understand. I come off as an asshat sometimes, and I wait for the opportunity to be able to further explain and imply what I was meaning to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because at one point, are we gonna say the right shit immediately?
No. Heck, when I was when I made that video where I was a little tad ticked off, you know, so I was like.
And the thing is, am I? And here's the thing: if I don't know nothing or don't don't even like the original film or that I'm not a fan of it, why did I just go out my way to spend $6 to get the cosmetics of the original film?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, holy shit! They had the cosmetics. I want my characters to look like the ones from the film. If I can't use the in-game cosmetics to make them as close, I was like, okay, at least the characters I bought right now. Like if you see on stream, look what Raiden I'm using. You're like, yep, that's MK1 Raiden.
By the way, before he calls me a hypocrite, about him not addressing him anymore, I meant on my channel. We're only doing this because you know you're making a video about John saying he's what terms did he use? Something about being something about an outdated boomer. I don't know something.
Wait, calling me a boomer? How am I a boomer? Isn't a boomer for someone his age?
He was insulting you. I know that, and he was basically saying, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about because you haven't been there since the beginning of this thing." And all
Okay,
stuff.
so wait, so anybody who's born that you could, well then how the fuck am I supposed to be there if it came out the year of my birth? I was born when it came out. And when in the late 90s, close to early 2000, the first game I played on any SNES was MK1, 2, and 3. And back then, when people, back then, people actually knew how to do multi-carts back then, and my cartridge was all 3 games. So,
yeah,
I was lucky. And I love that game. I loved Mortal Kombat, so Mortal Kombat is really the first game that I ever played.
So who is this Shao Kahn?
So I can't be told shit about that.
Bent on our destruction.
Let me show you what I can do to him.
Oh, and speaking of which, guess what? I'm playing on the level that uses the original arcade sprites with the original music. Why am I not seeing comments pop up? I know 4 just popped up, but all I see is 1 from Bull Run. I don't see any comments appearing anymore. What's up? Let me see if they appear on my phone. I'm not surprised when YouTube doesn't have a problem. Yeah, I don't have a fucking... I have no goddamn comments popping up again. What the fuck? And I want Keo to do the honors of receipts. Live, so he can react to it live. Because we didn't tell him.
Oh, he's gonna bring up the receipts, but we'll have to wait till he gets home. But oh my gosh, if you listen to the entire video, honestly, John, I was starting to get bored. Cause like he's just like, I don't know. He thinks that you don't know anything. He mentioned in his video. Oh, and this is a problem with young people.
Where is Keo? Oh, Keo's at work. So right now it's just gonna be me and Libra until he gets here. Don't worry, my day of leaving is actually now tomorrow by 12 or 2. So we can do this today.
I don't know what's with people thinking that young people don't somehow have knowledge or something. It's like everybody has some kind of knowledge.
You know what's funny? Me and him are only 100 subs apart. I just noticed that. Hold on, Bull Run. I'm gonna share this in the chat so you can see what you mean for yourself. Sindel just tried to seduce Raiden. That ain't gonna fucking work. See, there's 3 comments only on screen, and it says that there's 6 of them that popped up. But I can only see 3. So I don't understand what the fuck's going on.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Round 2, fight.
Oh, she can fusion summon with that card. I forgot about that fact. She has Chipurta.
So anyway, let me go back to these receipts. Cause I'm reading it, I'm reading everything that's said. I'm like, I'm gonna let Keo play it live with the reactions.
And me, I'm getting my ass kicked by a Melodious Diva player. One of the character AIs has a Melodious Diva, and I don't have my full combo.
Okay,
So
I get Jax lost his arms in MK3, but Jax lost his... Okay, but that's the kicker! That's the fucking kicker! Jax lost his arms 2 separate times! How did he get his metal arms again the second time, or have his arms ripped off the second time in the original continuity? Cause it was in MK3 during the Outworld invasion he lost it, and then it was changed to Ermac, and then now Sub-Zero does it in the movie. He says I'm an MK11 fanboy.
You have all day to cage.
There are games. There are. If anything, I'm a fanboy of is the spin-off Shaolin Monks. And have I not addressed that before? If there's what game have me and Keo have been begging for at least a port or a remaster?
Yeah, weren't you guys, what, I forgot which one you guys were pleading for, but... Oh, fuck you, son of a bitch. Melodious Diva player's pissing me off. Sad. Oh yeah, I have to discard. Discard you. Ooh, Imperial Tomb. Nice.
To rule well, Katana Khan needs all of us.
I told Retro, I said, Retro, if you read my comment again, I self-corrected myself by mentioning the trilogy by the end, so it makes me wonder if you really understood what I was saying. Plus, Shaolin Monks is my favorite along with Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, so with all due respect, look and listen clearly before trying to base a video off one comment.
Yeah, no kidding.
Round 2, fight.
Alright, Imperial Tomb, you are now screwed. No more Melody Steva shenanigans. Oh, no you don't. You're not negating my card. Nope. Get out of here.
Fatality. Raiden wins.
What's funny is my cousin is just about the same age, around that same age as Retro, and even he was, I was the one who was teaching him about the background lore because he just went based off his, the games he's played, and then when I sat down and showed him everything from the lore, videos from the creators, videos from the games themselves, and he was like, God damn. He was like, shit, you all fucking smart me, and this is my generation.
Sometimes age has nothing to do with it.
Exactly, and that was the case here.
Ain't nothing wrong with a dishonest living. Except for the scars it burns from your soul. I only care how much it pays.
Round 1, fight.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay, make me go second. Attack Verizon going second. Ooh, nice. I like this hand. King of the Swamps.
Round 2, fight.
Oh, you saw the video, Boron? It's funny how he didn't go too deep into the surrogate characters of the franchise. And he can't deny, which was funny is because when Deception and Armageddon came out, for the 3D era, those were the top 2 sellers. They were huge successes.
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking to a person who played all those.
Friends. Raiden wins.
$3,000. He basically did the old classic Yugo move. He waited for Infrared to make his his argument, then he said, I activate Mirror Force. Destroy all your face-up attack position monster.
Or you're fucking destroy your rebuttal on my comment, because if you just based it off that one fucking mistake. Because that's what it was, he based the whole video off that one mistake. And I admit, I'm the first one to say it live, I'm like, yeah, I admit, I made a mistake on my comment, but he didn't read the rest of the comments I said to beat, because then I refixed what I said in another comment to beat.
Have we seen the last of Dark Raiden?
I would ask the same of your vengeance.
Let's bury both in the past.
Oh my god, exact game. Nice. Smoked my opponent.
Oh shit.
Ugh.
You will share Shinnok's fate.
Round 2, fight.
John will be back.
I'm right here.
Oh.
I was just telling my mom, I was like, that Australian fucker finally answered me. Shit.
Oh, great, he has Gale.
Is
I
what?
hate that card. Oh, I'm playing the Black Wing player.
Oh, I hate him. That duelist. I know you're talking about.
Crow Hogan.
Oh yeah. Gecko is the guy who has Exodius. I remembered the name finally.
Yeah, too bad I didn't fully see the seasons where he used Exodius. I missed that, sadly.
He only used it in 3 episodes because he had a short arc. He was only like a 4 episode mini arc. It was more so to promote the new Exodias.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's a marketing ploy. Oh, fuck. I forgot he could destroy back row, too. Fucking asshole. I'm gonna lose. I hate his effect monster. Oh, discard Blackwing, just pop your shit. Great. Actually, I could probably still get around.
You know what I think mainly triggered him? Years ago, I was Chinese.
John, can you give a good example of what is identity politics and which is not?
Can I wait? What?
Which is identity politics and which is not?
It has some like okay. Put it in a context for me.
Like okay,
I know what you mean, but it's like I can usually answer better if you put it in like a context. The what? Right before you do that, let me get my mom something.
All right. Oh, fuck, I lost. I'll explain to John when he gets back. I hate Black Wings. They're super, super annoying. Yeah, use Gale's effect, blah blah blah. Oh wait, he doesn't have his other starters? Huh, that's interesting.
What?
Oh, I was gonna say he doesn't have the stars to synchro into his bullshit card. What I mean by, like, okay, like, when somebody tries to force a certain belief or a premise down your throat, like the Last of Us 2 situation with Neil Druckmann.
That shit
That
would be...
kind of forced ideology
Yeah.
in politics.
I would not... I don't know...
You know the difference, right?
I know, yeah, I know the difference.
So
I know the difference, and you know what?
what?
You know what he's getting confused with? Creative liberties and and identity politics.
Round 2. Fight.
Right. Yeah, that's what I mean, like...
Yeah.
And I don't know, something from that movie, I didn't see any ideology, politics. I didn't see nothing like that.
And you'd be the first one.
I was like, this looks great, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. And he tried to justify it by saying, yes, I'm still gonna watch it. I was like, yeah, but then in the meantime, while you're trying to watch it, you're already going into it with that mindset.
I guess the old phrase, don't judge a book by its cover, doesn't apply anymore, I guess.
Guess what J-Tech said? He said, oh, it's fine that these games are going to the PC because we played them first, so you're getting our sloppy seconds. So you're calling God of War a sloppy second? When even on whatever platform on the game was a masterpiece in storytelling?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Okay, that's all he did today was damage control for 3 hours. He can't even spell Mortal Kombat correctly. He put Mortal Kombat movie. He put M-O-T-O-R-L. Where's the A? And you got the words in separate directions. I mean, wow.
Oh my gosh. Moto Combat.
I know there's a mode called Motor Combat from Armageddon where it was basically a Mario Kart but with Mortal Kombat characters and powers. But I didn't see people motor combating in the trailer.
Well, you gotta keep in mind, John, this is a guy that said I owned a Nintendo product and he couldn't spell Nintendo right.
Harmon Smith could spell that right, unfortunately.
Ain't that the truth?
Chronica sets us against
Moto Combat.
I accept the wisdom of her design.
You are the fool some say we are.
Round 1. Fight.
Boomer. We gotta get that boomer.
Round 2. Fight.
And even Beat said that he wasn't gonna get involved with this, and fucking Retro had to bring up his comments with mine. That's bringing him in when I said I wasn't gonna bring him in. I even gave a Beat that ahead of time with respect, saying, "Hey, look, I know you talked with Retro, but I'm asking you that if I'm not gonna." Same with Mr. J and PlayStation said, "I'm not gonna bring you into these situations because you have no, you know." He knew what I was saying. You know, I know how it sounds, but he knows I'm not being disrespectful. I said I don't want to bring you into it. I don't like. I want you to stay out of it for your own peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
So. That just shows the level of respect I will give a person if they've had a conversation with me that's going to be used in someone else's video.
Mm-hmm.
I am grateful that you saved my life.
Wow, you fucking returned my... Oh, you asshole.
To find out whether you are dark or light.
Fuck Crowhagen. I hate him. Come on,
And I'm surprised he didn't use anything from my past against me, because he clearly brings up old shit to deflect.
I don't know why he did that with me.
Round 2. Fight. Fatality. Raiden wins.
And then I'm pretty much he'll probably bring up saying that if you're not a fanboy of MK11, why are you playing it so much? Well, do you see a port of Shaolin Monks, Deception, Armageddon, the classics on here? And two, my mom was the one who got me this game the year of Christmas that it came out. I mean, it didn't come out for Christmas that year. The year I think it was like the year before. And she got me this, and the only thing that I went out my way to get, oh, as a matter of fact, my cousin got it, was Aftermath. So really, these are gifted to me. Am I not gonna not play it? And at the end of the day, it's still Mortal Kombat. It's the fighting is on point. The fucking seriously.
The god of tragic failures.
Round 1. Fight.
Damn, that was a big one.
No, you ain't seen shit. If I had ginger ale, you've heard worse.
I get pretty loud if I have club soda. Which might as well be water, but it's like...
Oh, wow, they officially... archaeologists or Dutch photographers and archaeologists were able, you know how they use computer to tell what the person looked like from the ancient days or from any mythology?
Alright.
So come and find out, King Akhenaten and Queen Nefertiti were black. So fuck that blonde-haired, blue-eyed white pharaoh you see in the textbooks. Cause where's Egypt located? Africa. So I mean, God. School taught us so fucking wrong, because everything I learned from watching watching documentaries and all that. Hey, Dustin, if you want to know what today's topic is, the link is in the chat, and you're gonna be like, really? Really? Like, yup, really. This dude, Infinite Retro, made a video based on a simple mistake I made in my comment to Beatmaster about MK, about the Mortal Kombat universe and, you know, the game storyline, and just because I made a simple mistake that I self-corrected in the own comment toward the end of it, boom, he still tried to say that my one mistake or one error debunks everything I said about MK. Where's that logic?
Good question.
I mean, seriously, get a couple beers and box a kangaroo, then talk to me.
I was gonna say you chomped a little bit. What happened there?
No, I actually stepped on the wire and it pulled the wire of the headphone out.
Oh, I see.
So I was saying that, I was like, look, if he wants to know what Mortal Kombat is, get drunk, go fight a kangaroo. There you go, you fought a person from the nether realm. Oh no, I know what you mean, Bolron. Trust me, I agree with you. There's fucking half-truths that you have to self-learn, like either watching those real old-school documentaries that don't leave shit out or alter it. Shit. And he even tried to pull up one thing that also said, he says Jax didn't lose his arms, Jax lost them in MK3. So I was like, well, what about in MK9 when Ermac blew his arms off? Which, that changed when Jax lost his arms, you know that, right? Jax lost his arms during the MK2 events of the rebooted trilogy, and it was Ermac that ripped them off.
Mm-hmm. I think I remember at least that.
So if you have Sub-Zero do it to make him, because original Sub-Zero was a dickhead, so you would think he would do such a thing. He would. His brother's the good one, not him.
Somebody mad at mommy?
Oh, Simon's mad? Oh shit.
To the president.
You will heed the elder gods, Cassandra Cage.
Bullrun, he's not gonna he won't show up to this chat to explain himself, because just because it's ironically I was born the year the fucking game when the movie came out. Mortal Kombat was the first video game I ever played, so yes, I had a freaking affinity already for fatalities and fighting as my set, so he can't tell me shit. Technically, I was born in the 90s, so I'm a 90s baby. So what does what does he call me a millennial for? I never even called that till now. I really didn't even heard the term until this point.
It was either a
Ma, what does that mean? I wasn't born after the 2000s, and he tried to say, oh, if you weren't around to play Mortal Kombat around that time, you're not a true fan. I was like, so why did I go out my way to get every single game at one point? I know what the word hater means, but we gotta expose the stupidity. He's no different than the people that hate the Star Wars sequels. The fuck just happened? He almost knocked you over.
Damn, the dog almost made your mom trip. Shit.
Well, no, she just bathed him and he's pissed off.
Okay, you stop it. Don't do it.
Ma, he ain't gonna listen to you. You bathed him.
So because he got bathed, he has a problem with that or something?
He's throwing a fit. He's going around knocking pillows down, knocking folded blankets on the floor.
Oh jeez.
That's basically his fuck you for bathing him. Oh no, I was saying that Retro's no different than a freaking sequel hater.
Do you question my godhood? Only you claim to be a genius protector.
Oh, why you?
Whom would you prefer? Katana?
Round 1. Fight.
Damn, I forgot there's a lot of fucking duels, reverse duels to do in the 5DS and Arc V era.
You will share Shinnok's fate.
Round 2. Fight.
No, I was saying what proves your point is that yeah, Retro was bitching about. Here's the thing, and he said that I was being fucking hostile. I wasn't being hostile to begin with. That's another thing. I'm like, so you base this off two false pretenses: an error in my own comment that I self-corrected, and saying I'm being hostile, and that I don't know anything. Even my mom just said it. If I was born before the 2000s, I'm not a millennial.
It's just, no.
I mean, he calls you and fucking Keo millennials.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, he called Keo one. That was one.
By the way, what time is it? 3:12.
It's 3:12. We should be seeing Keo within an hour.
No, I'm keeping track of the time because I gotta start grabbing the tongs and eating my dinner. That's why I'm looking at the time. Yeah.
Oh shit! It's Spawn. Spawn and Raiden. Fuck. This will be a good one. Like, I put the video in the chat, and you guys, you can see the receipts right there. And if you go to my video, it has not only my previous thing tagged, it's got all of Retro's videos on what he's done on Mortal Kombat, Keo's too, and Libra's too.
I've met more impressive gods.
And I, more courteous devils.
Since when does a devil need manners?
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, also give the comments a second to like upload. They keep like some of the comments are delayed right now, so if I don't answer it, just know that something like YouTube's again having their damn delay. But yeah, I'm like, really? And I knew it was gonna be shadow dropped. At least me, I say who I'm making the video about. Every time everybody uploads, they never put my title, my name in there no more, or they don't put like a tag where it can be found. They always gotta shadow drop it. When was it uploaded, Libra? Because I didn't see the time.
What, the video?
Yeah, his. Today or like in the night when we were all off. Because I was keeping track until I went to bed and I saw no uploads.
No, I think it was uploaded somewhere today. I think when I got up in the morning, that's when it was around.
Because I got home around 1.
It was somewhere in the morning or the afternoon. I'm pretty sure it was the early morning, afternoon, John.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I know. I don't know specifically, but it was around there. It wasn't uploaded last night.
And the thing I want to make it clear is, like, I only have an issue if you're jumping on, trying to, like, it's not that, I mean, my enjoyment of Mortal Kombat is not going to be diminished because of what he said, or I never said that his opinion is hurting mine or messing with me or not. It's just a response, because if you say something that doesn't make sense, and I'm, you know, out of all people, you know, it's funny, it was even said that I've beat, and X said that I actually presented myself very correctly, you know, respectfully, and they actually saw that I provided things to back up what I was saying. I had look up, you know, if he takes the time, he can look up the history of Mortal Kombat, and if X needs to look it up so he can see, you know, they even acknowledged that, yeah, there's the rebooted trilogy and things change all the time. Yeah, you saw the one he was talking about Kyo, and he put Kyo's face. My video, he didn't even use my face. That picture you see, if you use me, that's not me.
I know it's not.
Oh no, I was telling Dustin that because he thought, you know, no, I don't know if he thought that, but I'm keeping it, you know, yeah. This frickin', if you want to see my mug, it's on my live streams and on other asshole videos. Ooh, red Robocop doesn't look that bad. He looks like a ninja. Wow, he's under the bed. They made a ninja Robocop? Sergio's.
Ooh, that's a good hand. Alright. Oh, it shoots it back to my hand. Wow.
I froze Legion for Cetrion.
Then this fight is now personal.
What fight isn't, Raiden?
Round 1. Fight.
Okay. Arcadian Soul. Yeah, if you're coming in, just know that are you familiar with Infinite Retro Arcadian Soul?
Is he
or if he can see, or he's probably saying nice that he sees the original Raiden, and my frickin' style for him is called MK Classic Movie Raiden. Like again, if I don't know shit or I'm not a supposed fan, why would I go out my way to get a fucking skins like this? I don't know why he's not coming from under the bed, Ma, because I saw him. He's back there behind the boxes. No, I just thought the friendship fatality was great. Oh, yeah. But if you want to know, that's original Mortal Kombat movie Raiden right there with the voice lines and everything. They got the same for Sonya and Johnny Cage. I wish I could have got the original Liu Kang, but that would damn. But at least I got original Shang Tsung too, so I can't complain. But yeah, if you want to know what the whole concept of this podcast is about, it's rebuttaling to everything Infinite Retro said, because he literally, just because I mean, here's the thing. Everybody makes mistakes when they make comments. I even looked back and corrected myself, and just because of one tiny error I made on a comment, it's the basis for his video. So I'm like, really? And doesn't he realize millennials are born by the 2000s and after? I was born in the early 90s. 94 is the early 90s. '95. Actually, I was a year before the movie.
Huh.
Round 2. Fight.
And it came out, the game came out in '92, so 2 years before my birth. I was around the time of MK. When did MK2 come out? MK2. So I was born. Damn. I was born within the trilogy of the games. I was born literally between MKs 2 and 3. So of course I would get exposed to that first. But then I went ahead and I loved MK1. I mean, damn. Like, seriously, you can see, like, if my freaking... If that, like... It's like trying to debunk him hurts your head. I'm like, is this guy really done wacko?
I can still sense darkness in you, Hao-Ka.
It is a burden I will always carry.
Day and night can't dwell together.
Round 1. Fight.
I'm even commenting on frickin'... I'm glad that JTech's fucking... That everybody on my list that knows me, even PC gamers that know me, are not including me as a fanboy because of JTech's crying over exclusives. Now, all exclusives are now going multi-platform. Alright, Dustin. And the fact that I've supported this decision, you know, everyone says, yeah, he's the fanboy. JTech's the fucking...
There's nothing wrong with multi-plats going... There's nothing wrong with...
I've been the first one, like I've been the first one to tell B, I hope the whole series goes to the PC so he can play it in order.
Mm-hmm.
That's my fan that I have turned on in here, because the AC in my room sucks. So I have a ceiling fan and I have a fan on rotate, like right in front of me. I am not trying to sweat to death. Keo! Keo! The receipts! Keo! Keo! The receipts! Retro made a video. The receipts!
What? But guess what? Well, you're about to see conspiracist. I got the conspiracyscapes.
You what?
The conspiracyscapes.
Oh, so you finally understand it.
I got the conspiracist out of me. I filmed the conspiracist.
Yeah. Trust me. Oh yeah, go get shit. Where have you been, man?
I've been at work.
Not you. I know you're at work. I've been maintaining the chat and we've been rebutting. We've been fucking rebuttaling. Here's the thing. He made a video off one little error I made in my comment, and I self-corrected that error. So he made a video based on that fucking error. When I was the first one that admitted that mistake.
Are we referring to
Infinite Retro made a video while I wasn't here. He shadow dropped.
You fucking bitch.
And guess what? I don't have to go. My cousin's not picking me up till tomorrow because he's got to get his car fixed. So we can do this today.
They turned the fucking frogs gay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah. That's the shit. Like I was yeah. Go get my freaking AC in my back because I'm in the back of the house.
Keep managing the chat. I've gotta If they're asking questions, let me know. Well, I gotta find his video that he shadow dropped.
Oh no, you're gonna be the one that plays the receipts. We were leaving that to you.
Or is it his newest video?
Yes, that's the like newest one.
That
doesn't even show my face. It just shows some random dude with a mask.
Really?
I've been busy. Oh, that's understandable. Go Kidders. I've been wondering where you been, but yeah.
Alright, well while you're pulling out the receipts, I gotta grab my dinner. I'll be back.
He's making fun of Beat.
No, he's using the comment that I was having with Beat, and
But he's making fun of Beat.
Yeah, I told Beat that I'm not gonna freaking bring him into. I didn't want Beat to come into the situation because I'm like, I'm not gonna bring my friends into him into that kind of problem and then do with him. But that's Retro who freaking brought him, because you see where I made the mistake, but then you see towards the end of the comment, I ended up saying the original trilogy, the 3D era, and then the rebooted trilogy because I forgot to put it before Deception and Armageddon. But I was talking about the surrogate characters of Deception and Armageddon.
Where did my revenue come from?
This guy and a whole bunch of people have been complaining about that.
Moten Sip, I think that's Russian. You're typing in Russian?
Hold on.
Oh no, yeah, you listen to that. I'm paying attention to this and the game.
I'll watch the chat too. I can hear him.
Oh, okay.
I'll watch the chat. As always,
oh yeah,
here.
look who's on my screen. Highlander. You see that, Keo? I have Highlander rating.
One and skip. Yeah, I think that's Russian or is it Portuguese? Arcadian, so no, I just fought friendship fatality. That, oh god, Acadian. The friendship fatality has traumatized me.
Well, no, this is original rated from the movie, and I bet you'd like that. Highlander rating.
Go Team 1 and 4. How you doing?
It's go get.
Go get.
What's funny is I got so mixed up with. It's like the same with B. I never would see the B, E, just T. I used to call him Beastmaster. He let it ride for like with Go Get. I used to thought his name was Gogeta 11 something, and then he had to correct me on that. I was like, hey, at least I'm acknowledging badass motherfuckers.
Hey, the fucking retard has a name, Retro, and you removed the. Just so you know, chat, I told Retro he needs to find God, and he removed the comment. Oh!
And he's telling everybody that I was hostile in my video. Was I hostile?
Is he twisting my own words? He's using my logic.
Oh, yeah. Go Get is my favorite mispronunciation. It's up there with Go Gash. Hey, At least I said Gogeta.
That was storyline, and sit there and tell me that there's just no storyline whatsoever. And that
I never said there wasn't never said there wasn't a storyline. It's just that they didn't flesh out the storyline till way after the trilogy.
All I'm hearing is the kangaroo bopping along on a pogo stick.
God damn.
Has anybody ever seen the movie Kangaroo Jack?
Yes, which is one of my favorite bad movies. And get this, you see in the comment, he says, I'm a MK11 fanboy in the video, but yet Shaolin Monks and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 are my favorites. And how many times have I stated Shaolin Monks is my favorite, and I plead for a fucking Shaolin Monks port or John, some people are complaining about the high. It's like, yeah, I know, it's like, Retro sounds like the people bitching about the High Republic without even reading it. Because I went into it with low expectations, and I was like, okay.
What's up with these girl pictures?
That's what I'm saying. He couldn't have the gall to go find pictures of me like he did you?
I'm sorry, Retro, I'm not gonna, should I watch the whole video because...
That's why we're podcasting.
I can't, what's his whole logic? I can't take him seriously now because he's not even doing what you did to me. He's got no balls, chat. I think Simon's got bigger balls than he does.
Fuck. God damn it, this guy,
Simon,
he hit me.
And the dog humps people's legs. We all know that. I think he's got bigger balls than Retro.
God damn,
oh
Jax.
God.
Fuck.
At least you can find clips of your face, John. Just take a live stream and clip out your face.
Exactly.
I mean, he won't circle out my face out of my Google mug.
Probably because I don't make faces that are memeable.
Sure you do. When you laugh or when you're having your domestic violence moment, that was memeable.
Yeah, that's true.
Surely Retro should know. He just looks up your Kingdom Hearts 2 the last 20 minutes and he can use clips from that.
That motherfucker used his X-ray, well, his ultimate right at the end of the match. God damn it.
But Bull Run.
Damn it, Highlander Raiden, you just died.
Highlander Raiden, how could you? You were the chosen one. But yeah, go Giga 413. I just got off work and out of an appointment, so now I can't even read properly.
Yeah, Gogeta's at least kind of correct. I give him. Yeah, well, yeah, because I mean, at second, you know, at like just an eye's glance when I'm glancing between there in the game, what am I gonna see when I see the words "go" and then Eda get like start coming together?
Gogeta.
25. Damn it, that fucking tower beats my ass. Alright, let me check Towers of Time. Oh yeah, I guess what I have.
I gotta find out how to spell the Plzimski word.
Just look it up from Tubi.
I'm not going all the way through Tuesday. I have it from here. Here we go. Now prepare for when I'm gonna upload the mad thing, and the whole video I don't even need to put thing because you know since Retro clearly doesn't want to use my meme faces, I'll let him use this one where I'm looking like a conspiracist because I'm trying to hide my face. That's all I'll tell you. The music might even overpower me, but you'll still get a meme out of my how I look.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. Didn't you all enjoy my stupid China dance? I mean, come on. Come on. I can't believe. Does he say you're a Biden supporter too?
That I didn't see the rest because I checked out on him.
You can call me Go-Get. Okay, Go-Get. Thank you.
I checked out on what he was talking about after. I'm like, yeah, he's dumb. When I wasn't even being hostile, and he said I was hostile in my whole video.
The only time you said hostile at all was, go check out the Mad Reviewer, and then basically getting, like, go unlock this content. And yeah. That's not even hostile. That's just basically saying go check this. Go-Get. Yeah, if you subscribe to my channel, like you'll see what he's talking about. Go-Get. It's basically there's a China song where I praise China, which they love to meme. There's the me where I'm reviewing Outlast, which they love to meme because I rushed up like a religious zealot. And now John's grandmother wants to kill me.
China, 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 China. China, 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 China. Isn't there something against Australia with all their animals that can kill you? Oh look, it's the movie Johnny Cage.
Every room you walk into, it is exhausting being so perfect.
With the same voice actor. Doesn't he looks like he fits perfectly, even though he's a movie aesthetic, he fits perfectly in the fucking games with that look.
I know for a fact he could probably meme this picture. What the world? Why is he just like... Oh my god, he's like straight out of a movie.
That's the same, that's the look, and the actor does the voice line and everything. The same with Sonya, it's the original Sonya in this game too. I have her outfit. He even acknowledged, he's like, wait a minute, what timeline am I in? And this Raiden's like, you apparently come from another verse of a more realistic Mortal Kombat. And he's like, wait, you're Raiden here too? If he doesn't see the other Raiden, you know, his Raiden skin that he knows, they'll acknowledge it too. That's what's cool about these like things they did.
This is how you do time travel, the Back to the Future style. That's one movie I always give the exception to a degree, because it was time travel, yet at the same time the later ones were making fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can I have milk? And he goes to a saloon. When you're supposed to order beer.
Oh yeah.
So at least this is time travel that's self-aware of it and does acknowledge it. Like you saw even in the storyline when Johnny Cage's young self got shot in the face, it messed up his face.
Yup.
In the older, okay, we may take out
got
the
his
grandfather.
Ass. And I'm beating him with my own fucking trophy.
Thanks, go get. But yeah.
What the fuck? He's doing a friendship. Kyo, this is gonna, just like the other one of Shang Tsung, this one might bother your image.
Johnny Cage wins.
Oh no. Oh, that's not too bad. He's an actor.
That's
Shang Tsung's disturbed me. You don't have rainbows come out.
Oh, and guess what accessory I unlocked? $5,000 sunglasses, asshole. I got the sunglasses. And it's literally called $5,000 sunglasses, asshole.
Who buys sunglasses?
Johnny Cage.
Did anybody find out any more on if the Superstar Retro version has messed with Sega Lives? Receipts on that?
I have no idea. Did you get the information to VGL about?
No, I didn't. I thought I looked at the Sega Lover. Sega Lover has more info on that than I do. And if Sega Lover's in the chat, he should send it to VGL because.
All right, look. I'm now I have original Sonya from the movie about to go up against Garrus. You tell me if you're gonna be like, "Yep, that's how you do it." That is definitely how you do it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You bring the original stuff back. I mean, my gosh, why do you bitch at this? I mean, yeah, you have some, but they're not all over the place like last time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Not to say anything on cancel culture. Why weren't they mad at Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry?
What about Freedom Cry?
You know, you're freeing the slaves.
Oh yeah, well, probably because you're playing as one, and so it's okay.
Just saying, you know, you go on all that retro. You should, you know, since you should say something about this. I'm having fun. It also has a ship gameplay.
Mm-hmm. Look.
Oh great.
She's here. She's here. Original Sonya. So what do you think?
I've got to let it go because.
You bluff poorly, Sonya.
Oh. Oh, they got the aesthetic. They got the actor aesthetic.
No, she has her voice. They all came to do the voices too, which was.
I know. Oh, the Portuguese tapes are 88% upload.
The Portuguese tapes.
The Pajitski Portuguese. I don't know.
Pagipski.
Oh, Mace Hollow's in here. I did the.
You Korean heathen.
Even.
That's what my grandma calls you.
You know you're gonna love the look of this. I don't know what the thumbnail will be pop-up, but...
Oh shit, she's doing a fatality. Damn! The fuck? She broke his arm out the socket. Okay, oh damn. Oh, that's dirty. That fatality's dirty. That must have been the fatality I unlocked yesterday because I did not use it yet. Oh my god. She shot a hole right through his fucking, like, blew him up. Oh, I can't even explain what the fuck she just did to him.
Violation?
Look at the fatality on this man.
Damn. Well, I'm a little bit behind because, well,
Yeah.
I'm having to make sure, the processing is beginning.
And the shit was, you know, I had the respect to tell Beat that I didn't want Beat. You know, I'm like, Beat, don't worry, don't get involved with this. You know, like, I don't bring him into anything, and everybody else wants to bring him in. Like, just because they know him, they want to bring him in.
Why? Leave Beat out of this. Why would you even do that? That's low. Retro, if you're gonna put these, not put John's real face in there and bother to put Go Out because you have to edit, sorry, to do some of that shit. At least cover Blackout Beat's name. At least that. You know what I mean? Act.
Seriously.
You can just put a little squiggly line through it. Oh wait, I forgot. Australians are too busy eating their kangaroos.
Look, I even got his original staff from the movie. I'm doing the editing, so editing my character so you'll be able to see.
Watch it. It should be up.
Alright, hold on. I'm doing a quick character upload. Customization. I'm coming, hold on. Alright, let's see. The mad crackhead reviewer, let's see. Fuck, let me change this,
Yeah, what is the timeline, Gogit?
The timeline to the MK universe?
No, he says retro blocking out names. What is this timeline?
Oh, I'm about to say, I'm like, it ain't nothing new. It just says review of RYWB Volume 6.
No, god dang it. It's not Ruby, you mean it's not up there? It's a dumb processing. It's on the HD version. Click it again, refresh.
I just did. Let me check it again. I'm giving it a second. I'm gonna give it a little bit more, a few seconds, then I'll check it.
So yeah, I know in game they use physics because they brought in logic and stuff. That's fine. It's like Steins Gate where they bothered to use physics. I have too many fictional timelines memorized. I can't handle another one. Tell me about it. That's like trying to memorize every Steins Gate line Tolman Kilman jumped to.
Yeah, like seriously.
I saw someone do a breakdown of the timeline thing jumping hit. I was like, damn.
Wait, what timeline? The Avengers or Mortal Kombat?
No, of Steins Gate. How many loops Hohen Kilman must have had to go through?
Oh, psh.
There's one in Zero where he has to go back 35 years, and I think it was like 10,000 loops.
Would you kindly?
Oh, if you could put "would you kindly" all down there, it'd be great. It should be up. It says it's been up for 1 minute.
All right, I'm gonna check it now. Okay, let's see. The Mad Poughkeepsie tapes. Oh. Oh, wait, okay. What the fuck? Kill, you're going to hell!
Hey,
little boy, it's time for you to pay!
I impersonated a priest. That alone by probably the Australians.
The mad conspirator Kioma.
I have too many personalities to keep track of. I have the zealot, I have the conspirator, I have the Daphne, I have Matt, the normal self. I have like 5 personalities.
But I'm saying now you get where I was coming from with that movie. It's like you see how the victim became the the victim became
Stockholm syndrome.
There you go. Yeah.
What are you doing to protect Earthrealm?
Everything at our soul plane.
How about protecting us from you?
Round 1, fight.
How does one chain 100 times? Oh man, that one I think I can get. What? Do you not like my conspiracy mode? You've gone quiet.
I'm looking at it right now. At the same time, so I mean.
I thought you were laughing. That's why.
Oh, I am. I was.
They turned the fucking frogs gay.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the frickin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? I'm sick of this crap. I'm sick of being socially engineered. It's not funny.
I brought that up in the video.
God damn it, she beat me with a fucking projectile rocket. Like,
damn.
No, so like she used one of the damn environmental attacks. So she didn't beat me direct, she beat me with an environmental attack. Alright. Nothing that Scorpion can't handle because he's beat her ass on so many fucking occasions. Or I need somebody that can stay up on her and just not let her move. Baraka? That's right, Baraka does blood damage, so if I use that.
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Other than my Mac conspiracy finally uploading.
What do you think about his analysis?
How do I earn your respect?
I couldn't watch all of it. It was too cringy. Thank you, God.
I'm just doing the reverse duels so I can get everybody's avatars and the deck challenges.
You completed the campaign finally?
Still got V-Reigns, but I'm working on...
What did V-Reigns introduce? Links or anything else?
The links. That's it.
Okay.
And you just play the duels, there's no story, you just fight the opponent and then you find the next one.
Well, probably that would be it. Come on, draw the pieces of Exodia.
Oh, there's a way you can cheese Exodia out using the normal monster.
No, I'm getting the freaking. I'm using the story mode to.
Got her. There we go.
To cheat and draw it.
Fatality on Sonya.
Nice.
Keel's probably like, what fucking demonic baraka is that? Oh yeah, wait a minute. Baraka is light skinned, so why is he green right here? Makes me question.
J-Tech gonna cry now.
Oh, I'm laughing at that.
Well, the PlayStation games on PC.
That more people. Yeah,
it's on way, starting with Days Gone this spring.
And I've been talking with. I've talked before. I advocate for him to get the God of War series on PC so he can play them all. He hasn't played them all. He's only played this one and 3. I was like, hey, shit, get the whole fucking series if it comes to there. But B is saying that, not B. J-Tech is saying that anybody that supports that, you're not a real console or gamer in general. Since you advocate for the theft of exclusives. I'm like, is he
reality check?
Stupid?
There is no. The companies that are bringing it to the PC don't have a.
And just be happy we had it, just because to play devil's advocate, yes, we get the games first, we get to play them first, because yes, they come to the exclusive of that platform. But then, there's nothing wrong with it going after we're playing it. Like, what is stopping you from having?
If it was me, I don't think exclusive should be exist at all. In my personal opinion.
Wait, oh, backwards. We're still in the month.
Alright, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure the publishers and developers don't have an obligation anymore to keep it actual exclusive anymore. So
well, they kind of do, to a degree.
Well, like, I mean, forever. I mean, they don't have that obligation for that. I mean,
yeah.
Because they remember they used to. They don't anymore. This isn't the PS2 and PS3 days anymore.
And didn't I say I was like didn't I say I knew retro was gonna make me waste my spirits before I left, and now I have to wait till tomorrow.
You're getting tons of more.
Well, when I leave tomorrow, yeah, but it ain't tomorrow, is it?
Shit.
Oh, that's rich coming from the Kai 10.
We are the superior species.
Round 1, fight.
And then he tried to debunk, saying that, like, he said in the original trilogy Jax lost his arm during the Outworld invasion. Then I was like, then why are you not bringing up in MK9 he lost his arms to Ermac, which was in the Mortal Kombat 2 events. I mean, Keo, he literally said that in the video, that error that I made debunks my whole thing. My whole video and my comments. Like, it nullifies anything I said. I was like, how? You can't just say it nullifies without proving how. And he said that, did I ever say that Melina was black? Did I ever use the word black? I said Jade was dark skinned, and if you use, and he didn't even mention the video how I explained that in the film's universe it could work, that if...
Why are you Indiana Jones?
I'm not Indiana Jones, I'm playing as Aaron Black.
It looks like you're dressed like Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, Aaron Black, that's the guy I was trying to look up. I forgot his name, the guy that uses the revolver.
I pulled off the
He used 2 revolvers,
make you cheat
yeah,
2 pistols,
Black.
and he's got a Winchester.
Yeah, I forgot about that, because I wanted to do that fatality, but I didn't know who the character was that did the revolvers.
Oh, doing his fatality. I'm doing his fatality. Oh shit. I've never seen his new fatality. What the fuck? Damn! Wow, Keo, you'll probably say this is what that bug bitch gets.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
He's like a freaking Mortal Kombat version of Woody.
Do you feel, Keo? Do you feel accomplished getting a win with the Exodia cheesy part?
That's you know, just go to the basic story mode. You know what I mean? The very first one, and just keep drawing. There you go. You got
nothing wrong with that. I mean, the AI to a degree kind of feels like they're fucking cheating too. So, I mean, I don't blame you for that.
The one that cheats the most to me, I felt like I was being cheated.
The Exodia player.
The Exodia player.
Like, yeah.
Was that the one that gave you the hardest trouble?
Yes, and I literally had to use the custom fusion deck they gave me to win.
Even with my custom stuff, he was pissing me off. I'm like...
Yeah. Yeah, I think I lost like 8 times, 7 times before I officially beat him.
Hey, beat! We're sorry, Doug. We're sorry, dog.
Hey, yeah, we're sorry that fucking, what's his name, Retro tried to bring you into this whole Mortal Kombat thing. I don't know if you noticed.
Look, we're not gonna mean, we didn't mean for that to happen. Like,
yeah.
That was him. And this is what pisses me off. He could have easily edited out your name. Okay?
Because he took one of the, you know the comments I was commenting you? I made one error, and I corrected myself towards the end of the comment, and he said that my comment towards you just nullifies everything I said, or say, because I forgot to put trilogy, and then I decided to put the original Mortal Kombat trilogy towards the end. But he didn't debunk anything that I stated. And he looked up a character profile saying, Sub-Zero doesn't rip off Jax's arm. Okay. Ermac didn't do it until the PS3. And we don't know who ripped his arm off the first fucking time. So it's open to interpretation. And he had his... In the rebooted timeline, he had his arms lost between 2 and 3. Actually, not the rebooted timeline. In the original timeline, it was between 2 and 3 that he lost his arms.
Oh my god, B, if you discuss the situation with him, why is he attacking? He shadow dropped it.
Yeah, and we said that we would be able to, like, in my video, it can't be argued that I didn't provide any proof or evidence, because I did, even from past experience of the games. Yeah, one of his fanboys tried to comment saying, "John, don't get yourself wrecked." I was like, "I'm live. You want to come test that?"
I'm here too. The guy who first called it out. So technically, this is what I take most responsibility. Beat. Okay?
Yeah. It would be like I was saying. That's the first thing that threw me off. I'm like, oh my god, because I know Beat chats with Retro, and do you ever see me attacking Beat? The fact that Beat. Okay, am I mad at Beat because he's friends with True Scottish Guy? Because he's friends with the Inquisition? Or you know, Retro? No. He could talk to whomever.
Are we mad at any of the... Oh god, this is one of those things where... When we talk about this, we're gonna go in... We're losing brain cells just talking.
And he's even... What's funny is when I was talking to Beat, and I said, Beat, am I wrong about... Like, was I hostile? I think I mentioned that in one of the comments to Beat, and... Even in X82 on Discord, when we were talking about it, he said that, John, you weren't hostile. Yeah, and mind you, I'm just talking a little louder so I can be understood and clear, because it seems like nobody understands me when I talk the first time. So I'm like... And plus, I was talking over the original music because I had the arcade music playing in the background of MK.
Mm-hmm.
You know... Beat knows I will never bring him into these situations, but I'm like, that's fucked up that they bring his stuff into it.
I saw that you were in. He didn't X you out in the comment. That's why I wanted to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was talking, but that's the thing. He was bringing all the comics and stuff into that. There is one that is in continuity to the things, but that is when the games were first coming out, so people can understand the storyline to the tournaments. But the stories didn't really start going too deep back until the 3D era. That's where I was getting at. I never acknowledged that. Yeah,
that we didn't have story or context in the first 3 games.
We only had by the text boxes, by what the comics, or at least by what the canon comics say, because there is multiple different, and even then, I wasn't wrong when I said there are 3 eras. There's the original trilogy, the 3D era, and the reboot era. How can that be refuted? I don't know, because I even
You know what? I can tell you one thing that'll help us all sell the argument. There's he does the lore series, the Mortal Kombat. He puts one out every week usually.
History Behind the Warrior.
No, it's another guy. He does other stuff like RE and all the ones we're big fans of.
Avalanche.
There's Avalanche, but there's fuck.
Well, the one I know is History Behind the Warrior.
Gamer Thumb TV.
Gamer Thumb TV.
Trailer breakdown, the most detailed trailer. He does like all timelines, Lord Untold Legends. And I was watching some of those. Gamer Thumb TV.
And he tries to say, "Oh, I'm a fanboy of MK11," but have I not been advocating for Shaolin monks?
You actually were advocating last night. I watched the news and you were like, "Give me my freaking deception!" Yelling at the screen for that.
Maybe you should work on the situation with that's why my stream is up right now, and I said if he comes to the chat, I'll explain what I'm trying to say, but the thing I'm not too keen on him because he's saying that I'm being hostile, beat. So if he already with the pretenses thinks I'm going hostile, but besides, we all know how Retro is. Libra was having an edge on him, and he wants to go and bring up old stuff against Libra. So that just shows he's not gonna, he's not reasonable like you might think so.
Ago and past that he wants to move on.
How many MKs are there? I saw 2, 10, and 11. There's the original trilogy in the arcades. There's MK4, MK Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, then the reboot trilogy of MK9, MKX, and MK11. And what's he gonna say that the fact that this game ends where there's gonna be a 4th era, the era of Fire God Liu Kang, because now he's the elder god of his realm. This game and even some of the character endings even acknowledge there's 3 timelines. Because one of the characters goes back to the events of Armageddon to get Taven and Dagon on the same side to show the outcome of what happens if the brothers work together to prevent Armageddon. 16 games in total as far as yeah, there's 16 games, but there's ones that even the creators said that are not canon. Special Forces did so poorly that it was deemed non-canon. Mythology Sub-Zero, since it ties heavily.
The PS4 generation. Let me go ahead. PS4
oh, the PS4.
The only ones out are 10 and 11.
Yeah, 10 and 11.
All right, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt. I had to answer.
Yeah, that's fine. So there's games that are canon and non-canon, but the ones that are canon to the story is Mythology. Well, at least okay. If we're going by all the way up to, if we're going from the original arcades and the Sub-Zero's game all the way up to Armageddon. There is Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero, MK1, MK2, MK3, MK4, which was the first one in the 3D era, Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon. That was the original continuity, because Shaolin Monks was meant to be a retelling of MK2, but there was a lot of things that happened in that game that didn't originally happen in MK2, or certain events were changed for the purpose of the game. That's why it's just viewed as a fun spin-off. Then you go all the way back to, now we get to 2011, MK9. MK9 ends, it starts where Armageddon ends. Now that Armageddon's been prevented, the original trilogy happens, but in different ways and different characters' fates. MKX. We get to MKX, which is supposed to be now a retelling of how Shinnok rose, but Shinnok's opponents and the storyline was changed because of the event line changed. But the story with Shinnok still happened. Now, Mortal Kombat 11 is the most original of the continuity, and then this one fully puts all the games in their own timelines, which are three timelines. Has been announced.
Basically, they're going with the Legend of Zelda thing.
Yeah, yo, get this, Legend of Zelda 2. No, not 2, but Legend of Zelda in general. That doesn't even have a fucking continuity. Even the creator said it has no continuity.
How many of those? Okay. Oh, Days Gone has been announced to be ported to PC in a few months. PlayStation fanboys on Twitter are
so they're so the fanboys are boycotting the PS. I'm like, see, J-Tech was damage controlling like a motherfucker on his thing.
Oh wait, Edward said he got a new iPhone.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
The Apex been damage controlling for Sony?
No, he was damage controlling, saying that, oh, all my videos, even though I said the games are not coming to PC, I always knew they would be because of the engines they were made on. That's new. That's new information he suddenly drops. You see what I mean?
We can all say we dumb and we don't know what we're talking about. We dumb and we don't know what we're talking about.
I keep hitting that reload by mistake. Fuck. You ain't gonna beat my ass, fucking white boy. Bullets don't work that way! Kill, look how I finished him.
What about Xbox is what Ever just said. With a crying emoji.
Not yet, they haven't thought about that yet. Like, everybody's now demanding, like, but there are some PC fans that are going to Cory Balrog and demanding God of War, and he said that, as much as I would, or
his hands are tied.
His hands are tied with trying to do this current stuff. He says he feels that the God of War franchise feels on PlayStation. I understand that. They haven't. He's never gone down the SJW route. Sony has never forced him to make changes to it. So I can understand that he's one of the developers that will stick to where he's at. Now, don't get me wrong. Even Beat has heard me say this to him. I would want for him to have the entire God of War, at least the first 5 continuity games before you get, because technically God of War, this one is number 6.
I'd hate to tell you this, John. There's a problem with whatever his name is now, and I feel bad for him. He is now chained to the God of War franchise. I mean, he can't get away with it. If he makes anything, his name is going to be associated with God of War franchise. He's now on Kojima level of infamy in like a name. Remember when Kojima tried to make, which was very good, by the way, the Castlevanias?
Well, your face is
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, speaking of which, you know the Yakuza, the spin-off Yakuza games, where it was like if you took Yakuza 1 and 2 and it took place during feudal Japan, those are getting a remake like Kiwami and Zero.
But you know,
I can't wait for those. Basically, Yakuza, the Yakuza story in the medieval Japan setting with swords and shit. So it's basically gonna be fighting fucking Samurai Goro. I would love that shit.
I just have to say, I feel bad for, you know what I mean, that guy now. He's got a Kojima. He's like Kojima. When Kojima tried to make a new IP by himself, Death Stranding is a walking simulator.
But people say the story in that one is really good. And Kojima may not be known for the best of gameplays, except Metal Gear, but, you know, the story, they said the gameplay in that game is fine. It's actually really good. It's just that, yeah, you just run errands every fucking where.
Walking around, but they have a damn good story. You could, so I've heard some people like, it's like a David Cage game, literally.
And get this, I think I got a like from Fratanga on this post. I said, I'm the one who's advocating for all platforms, because at least PlayStation and Xbox and PC are willing to share their games together. Can you get Nintendo out of frickin' being out of date and doing things you know, like, at least the newer companies are up to date, where the frickin' Nintendo releases it's like they do something that would have been amazing 10 years ago. So it's like like what they try to do. They're frickin', it's like they're a decade behind. They're like, oh well, we can, because without Zelda, Mario, and fucking who's the third one?
Zelda, Mario, Metroid.
No, but Metroid hasn't been getting like. Yeah, without those they've just been evolving those 3, but they barely, if that. You know what? You know how much bank they would make if they said, okay, you know what? With Breath of the Wild's engine, we're doing a ground-up remake of the Ocarina of Time. That's a fucking moneymaker. But it's like, you tell that to Nintendo, they're like, well, let's just port the original.
Japanese.
No, he's like this. They'll probably be like this. Port the original one? Okay, no! Make a new Ocarina of Time. We did! Ocarina of Time 3DS! I mean, fuck! Pokemon. Oh my god, can you imagine if Ghost of Sparta game could crossplay support? Me and John would rip. No, that would have to be, oh yeah, Ghost of Tsushima on PC and a crossplay? Oh fuck yeah, me and Beat would tag team against heretics. That's a dark. I'm a dark asshole in that game.
I'm actually questioning, you know, if I get a PS Cup subscription, whether to get a, you know what I mean, Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima is fun. It has a, like, they're doing
an
online.
I trust you. It's just I just wonder what the online is. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you what the online is about. There's two modes, but they're constantly getting involved, and they're opening up to making more modes. It's funny how, yes, everybody says it has like a 4-player horde mode, which is the first mode, and something about playing that horde mode is just fun with 4 samurais and all the enemy types coming after you. Then you have the co-op mode, which is being done in seasons, and they have a Destiny raid type thing where you basically raid demonic Oni Shogun fortresses Destiny style. So it's like you get the gear and all that, and you go through something of high intense difficulty, like basically Metal Gearing. You gotta Metal Gear it.
Yeah, we're making a bunch of Metal Gear references today.
I know, right?
Metal Gear.
The game out of the frickin' N64, the GameCube, that's when Nintendo was at their hype. Now they're just relying on nostalgia, which is like, it's funny how people will bitch on the other companies to do that, but Nintendo gets that free pass.
Which doesn't make sense.
I know.
Oh man, I could go on rant about how stupid Nintendo is on a bunch of things. I mean, Nintendo is not the brightest tool in the shed. As a matter of fact, it might be the dumbest tool in the shed.
But yet they get away with it.
A fucking Mirror Force. I hate that fucking card.
Or crossplay support for Inquisitor Martyr. Oh hell yeah. Me and Beat would just be running on opposite sides of the levels like heresy. I'm gonna let Gabriel play frickin' Dawn of War when I take the laptop with me to his house.
Are you trying to traumatize that kid before you get your hands on him?
No, and it's funny how my cousin's wife, she says, yeah, she's like, kid, I think the only reason why he wants to pick you up tomorrow is because besides his cars, he's also taking advantage and having the boys play the game, and then all night he's probably gonna play. I'm like, is that gonna make a difference? She's like, no, because I already know you're probably gonna be playing that whole time too. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Your life, your name.
I know the frickin' the Switch would have been amazing if it would have came out at the begin. The Switch didn't come out at the beginning of the last generation, did it? It came out like halfway.
Halfway.
See, if the Switch would have came out like in 2010, 2011, maybe even close to 2014, like with all the other ones.
They did the Wii U thing. I gotta look back on that.
Yeah, they did. See, that's the funny thing is, they basically, instead of waiting because the Wii U could have came out directly after the GameCube. Like, or in the 3DS.
On the 3DS and the Wii U.
But the Wii U was failing.
Yep, and then they went straight to the 3DS and were focusing on that thing and making
They did something that made developers not want to third party them. Because Nintendo, it's like either you make the game like the way we want to make it, and the basically you can say what you want about Bethesda, but they said we weren't going to be told what to do. At least Microsoft and Sony, when we make a game, they want to bring us in to let us know the architects of their systems and how it could work. And what we have to do, where Nintendo is just like, oh, if you're making it, literally, this is what he said. He said that they basically say, oh, if you're making games for those other two, you should be making games for us too. And it's funny, Fertanga said something on a tweet. He says, I feel bad he says, I actually genuinely feel bad for other platforms because Xbox is pulling an Epic Game Store move. Since they can make nothing but subpar exclusives, they have to take games from everywhere else.
Damn!
Yeah, it's like the Switch itself was already outdated by the time it came out, but it's just the Nintendo lives on novelty. Still,
I want to tell you this. One thing I've noticed about Nintendo is with the Switch, they're doing something really sneaky. from a business standpoint, but it's actually very ingenious if you don't know how corporate works. They're making sure, like, when The Witcher came out, it was a big success, smash success. How long was that thing? How long was
But why do they?
out?
Here's the thing.
Hold on. This is how I'm explaining this. This is why it's an ingenious, sneaky, but dirty tactic at the same time. How long was The Witcher 3 out for before it was ported to the Switch?
A while. It was one of the games from the mid-generation. Wasn't it 2015? 2016?
Whatever. About 2015. Now, when the Switch came out, they already knew what the stuff was in it. The problem was probably when they were talking to CD Projekt Red, when CD Projekt Red was still the golden child, they're like, look, man, can you squish that down on the cartridge?
Stuck on some.
No, I put that on a cartridge, the gigabytes, and they're like, yeah. They're like, look, we'll throw you this money if you can take your game, still have the good game, all the nudity, all that stuff, just crunch down the world size. I'm like, oh, we can do that. The program, what we gotta do is shrink the world map a little bit. And trick them. And they did. And then they capitalized on that because they brought a game that's beloved by both franchises, both consoles and the PC. And people are like, oh, I can play The Witcher on the go? I love that. Then they did it with Skyrim. Because until Skyrim was only available on like PC or them. Did the exact same thing with that. They're pulling out certain games that before would have been, you think would be hard to do, but you have to crunch it data-wise in programming. Now, that's what they're capitalizing, and they also pulled another sneaky trick. They turned their eShop store into like Steam.
Yeah.
For developers. That was the second sneaky trick they did. So there are a lot of indie games that are only exclusive to Switch that aren't even on Steam or any Epic Games for them.
See, that's the thing. Oh, hold on. Let me answer Beats question. Yeah, I know they're gonna lose their shit, but the problem is, unfortunately, people like JTech have become the representation of people who play on consoles since the generation has started, and now it's like nobody can see elsewise.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah, it's like he created unintentional tunnel vision to us, to people like us, which is fucked up, because that means this is why nobody comes to sense, and then when people like me actually try to explain their philosophies, it's just viewed as false, fake, or no one really believes that. Stop lying to yourself. So wait, so how would I be lying to myself about my own viewpoints if I'm genuine about them?
That's a good question.
I asked that question, no one's ever got a response to me back about that, saying, I'm like, how am I lying if I'm telling you the truth right to your face?
But anyway,
you're lying to yourself,
what
apparently.
Nintendo did was they got all these IPs that have already been out, like that were able to be multi-platform, because this was also sneaky too. By waiting like a year or two in the generation, they were able to basically tell that what was going on with Sony and Microsoft was they were just multi-platforming. So this is how you really think, and Japanese are clever like this sometimes. Or they can be dumber than a rock. Okay? they can either be clever or dumb as a rock. We saw how they work in Samurai Warriors. We saw what my character did. So he's dumb as a rock, but he can be brilliant sometimes.
Not only that, somebody called Glock Ninja said that Retro was right about about China and them having ninjas too. They're one of the originators. No, they're not.
What?
But here's the funny thing, as I was saying. Let me get back to the thing. Nintendo, if you think about it, the Switch came out like basically a year or two after the life cycle of the PS4 and Xbox, whatever, series began. So they, like I said, they already are seeing they're going multi-platform. Okay, let's contact these developers so they know. So they do multiplayer. Hey, can you crunch your data down to our size? So they capitalized on that. It's fairly sneaky and ingenious. Now you notice they can't do it with Valhalla or any of the thing they're running on this engine, but they sure as hell can figure out how to pull it off on this, on the PlayStation 4 engine.
Yep.
And reboot certain things to fit on that specific software. You can't tell me that's not sneaky and clever on the long run.
Oh, it is.
Now that I explained it, I don't know if you had thought about it that way.
Nope. But that's
and there's a reason
that's
also,
a way to view it.
And it's a really messed up tactic too. And here's a more messed up thing. People want to switch to. Why are they delaying it?
Or a Pro, like a stronger model. When it's been in the
why are they
delaying it?
Think about it. Think about it. If you're smart and the new Xbox is out and the new PS5 is out, they're going to do the exact same tactic. Wait a little bit longer, Release that Switch Pro, make it a lot more better than handing, taking on the go, maybe smaller, multiple versions of it, and you can play your PS5 Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the go. That's what they're gonna do. It's exactly how you do it. And a company like Nintendo is not afraid to pull that sneaky shit. They have a history of building sneaky shit.
No, you know what's funny now that one quick, how would you feel about this? I think I mentioned it before or not. The developer of God of War Ragnarok said that he wants to add more to the game, so he's prepared to delay it to give people more for Ragnarok.
Good.
Exactly, good. If The Last of Us 2 would still get low Steam sales. What, is there another game that he's about to spoil? Yo, JTech said he's gonna he's gonna be spoiling games that people want on PlayStation that are going to the freaking thing. Like, people haven't seen the story of Days Gone. He's like, I'm gonna spoil Days Gone. He's like, I'm gonna spoil Days Gone.
That's actually fucked up.
He does that. He did that to The Last of Us.
Well, The Last of Us 1 or 2?
Any game that goes
no, but I mean, was it Last
2,
of Us
he's
1
a fan. He's a fanboy of Part 2. Which,
damn it, man!
Which is ironic. That means, dude, you are.
I was gonna say thank you, JTech, for making it so that Neil Cuckman lost money. I was gonna thank JTech for once. That was a good thing you did. You ruined it for a good reason. It saved us all our $60 out of our wallet.
I hope everybody does a freaking expose on him soon because he's an idiot.
It's one of a kind. Oh my.
Is it worth losing your head over?
Round 1. Fight.
I'm trying to think of a meme that might fit him.
Delilah. Because he senpakus himself every time he makes a tweet or makes a video. His own content that he thinks builds him an audience. He's still stuck at 9,000.
How do you shoot yourself as many times in the foot as that guy has?
Oh yeah, question. You know what's funny? There's something ironic that me and Retro are 100 subs apart from each other.
I think that's why he's sweating bullets. Maybe he's being
because he doesn't get that much people. He doesn't have that much people commenting on his videos about MK, where I have everyone else and in chat talking about it. According to MK1 at the wiki, the Lin Kuei are a Chinese clan. No, they were not. Scorpion and even the creator himself said they came from Japan. The wiki, that's the thing, he's relying on the wiki where I'm taking the word from the creators themselves, because when you play the games like Deception, Armageddon, Deadly Alliance, Shaolin Monks, they have bonus features. Like you saw how I showed 2 bonus features that destroy his argument on a surrogate character. They have featurettes like those that tell you. Like Liu Kang and Kung Lao, they're Chinese. That's no doubt. They come from the Chinese backgrounds of the monks. But Scorpion and Sub-Zero are from Japan. Even the series that he loves so much, which I love it too, Mortal Kombat Legacies, even shows that their clans are feuding from Japan.
I was once Chinese, but became Japanese.
And also, B, do you know how many times they've changed the backgrounds of that story alone till they finally settled on this, you know, enemies at first and redemption arc later for Scorpion? So where he was enemies with Bihan, with Kuai Liang, the second Sub-Zero, they became allies, and the 2 Lin Kuei, the Lin Kuei and the what's called joint forces, the Shiraryu. They have bases. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you play Mortal Kombat Deception, which takes place in China, the Lin Kuei have said that they have stationed much closer to the temple of the Shaolin monks of the White Lotus Society. So, while the Shiraryu was in Japan, but they both originate. They just the clans expanded out.
Taught you well.
Why do I not?
2 step forward, 5 step backwards.
Like Raiden, you know the legend of the Thunder God Raiden comes from Japan, and that's something they keep in tow. Except obviously in Mortal Kombat they're gonna take out the one thing that the Japan Raiden has, which is Raiden in Japan, real reality, is the god of thunder and storms, which the one in here is the god of thunder. But the Japan mythology one, if you anger him, he eats the stomach of children as they sleep. And I'm sure
it's kind of messed up.
I'm sure MK Raiden leaves that out.
We can't have our creations go around eating children now, can we?
Mm-hmm. Goddamn, fucking Fujin is no joke. I fucked with the wrong demigod. Aw, that fucking move, you can't block it. I was just about to hit with the L2 R2. Sensei!
I'm just curious, how was it that he found me?
That's what I'm saying, we never shared it to...
No, me. I mean, yeah, I called him out, but why would you... Did you get pissed because I put the links?
Probably. You see, my video has all the links to all of us, not just... So I wasn't playing favorites. It's not just yours, mine's, his, and Libra's. It's all of it.
I just took a link to him because the video was aimed at him only in that. I was like, what's not trying to pay attention to me. I'm just like, how the fuck did you even find me? I'm small.
He had to come to one of our videos to find a link. Or he had to get it from somewhere.
No, but it's about me in general.
That's what I'm saying.
Even if it says usually. Huh?
Unless he looked up your name and found you.
Well, I just wondered, why am I... no, it's just weird. Like, I'm way smaller. You'd think someone would take somebody... He would care about someone with, like, you know, maybe 200-300 more? That's what makes me laugh. I heard Wolfenstein franchise is ruined, apparently. It's been out that... The girl... The 2006 Ghostbuster Girls ones ruined it for some people. But I never played it.
You mean you Youngbloods? Best way would be to invite him to a party and talk it out peacefully. On where? Because the thing is, I had no plans on doing any of this or any of that because I'm actually leaving tomorrow. And the last thing I didn't want to do was, you know, da-da-da. And I was like, I figured a video was coming. I'm just leaving. Like, you know me, B. I leave everything as B. But everything is civil. I'm being civil here. I opened up the stream just to have anybody come and discuss MK. And if I'm wrong about the lore, let me know. But I can also tell you where the changes were. How there was stuff in, you know, as a fan, I can admit there was stuff in Shaolin Monks and in one of the other games, some of the backgrounds that contradicted events. I'm actually, I'm gonna be gone for.
Why was Dagon sleeping so goddamn long?
I'm gonna be.
What's your play?
I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks at my cousin's house, and I probably won't be back till the 14th.
Damn, you take an extended vacation.
Well, I mean, I'm still gonna stream, but it's gonna be none of the bullshit that we got to deal with. It's gonna be group gaming over there.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious. The week I was on vacation as well, we did the exact same thing around Christmas. So I was having fun making fun of Broforce.
Mm-hmm.
So your cousins want me to do that shit again?
I wonder what they're gonna. Well, that's funny. If we play Mortal Kombat and he quits live, it's gonna make me laugh. That's why I was spending this whole, this whole week or so doing all this Mortal Kombat stuff. Live streams, talking about the trailer, making the video with Retro, I was trying to cover basically everything on my checklist. And since today is, I have to wait till tomorrow, because I was originally going to leave today, but the plans changed to like tomorrow 12 or 2 in the afternoon. So I figured I'm just going to stream, do this one podcast. We discuss the situation with his video. Then afterwards, whenever you know me, I'm gonna take a little bit of break, and then I'm gonna get back, and I'm actually gonna stream something just to stream, like how Keo streams God Eater for the fuck of it.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh man. Man, if that happened, that would be very good, Edward. If Xbox bought Rockstar. I don't see that happening either.
But the thing about Microsoft, okay, the thing about Microsoft is if one game out of a franchise fails, they shelve the franchise. and that's what I don't like about them. Like, they had so much potential with Killer Instinct, but because the first, like, but this was their fault. Who only releases a game with 2 or 4 fighters and you have to pay regular DLC like Mortal Kombat price to buy every single character? Like, you have to buy the whole roster. Who does that? So the fact that the game didn't do well at first, they were like, well, no more Killer Instinct. That was the last one. If Elder Scrolls bombs, because let's all say this as gamers confidently, Elder Scrolls or Bethesda games need multi-platform. They are not system sellers. It's only a matter of time if if Elder Scrolls 6 bombs, guess what? Elder Scrolls is dead in the water. Tail's like, alright, put it on the shelf, even though it was the first out of many it was like the first bomb out of many successes. We're not gonna take that risk again. We're just gonna have them work on watered down Connect and Wii U fucking family titles and
that was a shot at the studio that did Fable right there. That was a shot at that studio. I got that reference right there. That was a shot at them.
Damn, Keanu,
I actually felt bad for them.
Name the studio for people that don't know.
Lionheart, I believe it was called.
Oh, and guess who else that happened to? Rare. They're trying to say, they're trying to say it was Rare's. They're trying to say it was Rare's fault. No, Rare made the game. It's up to the publisher to charge how they do DLCs and all that and price that. And guess what? They were like, nope, take out all the characters and charge individual price for them. Well, but that only leaves us with 2 or 4 fighters. The game will do great. Our story mode that we fused with the arcade ladder will hold it enough, and the classic soundtrack plays in the background. Sir, Killer Instinct bombed. Rare, what did you do? Shelve the franchise. See? BioWare would die next. EA didn't decide what to do with Anthem 2.0. Well, that's the thing. EA has too many freaking. That's the thing. I realized that when EA tries to shelve something and fans say something back, or fans cause EA to get fucked, EA has to quickly play bitch and back off. I mean, look.
You know who the second EA is of Japan? Square Enix.
Square Enix.
Square Enix is the EA of Japan. I'm just gonna flat out tell you that much. How many IPs have they bought?
But Xbox brought Rare, so do you? No, they don't have Donkey Kong. Nintendo took that from them.
Oh yeah, Nintendo's gonna take Donkey Kong from Rare before they leave. You kidding me?
Rare, like, yeah, because then Xbox would have turned Kong into King Kong. Even though he's supposed to be a play on King Kong, they would have literally said Donkey Kong. It would have just been the frickin' King Kong live action movie redone with better graphics. Saying, Donkey Kong, everybody! Oh, how does this tie to the original games? You can throw barrels at him with bombs in it. Microsoft would turn that game into a Gears of War game. Be like, you're the people having to go against this huge beast, but in only 3 levels, you can play as this huge beast.
You need to make parody videos of that one guy who used to do Ubisoft and EA's mentality, or I do.
That'd be funny. No, you should be Nintendo of Japan. You should do one saying, hello, I am the you should be like, I'm the executive of Nintendo, and I want to tell you why we hear our fan base, but we only hear them from 10 years ago. We're tone deaf to the modern era. Because it makes us money. It makes us money because fuck you anyway. We can release a game 5 years ago on the Nintendo 3DS and just charge you $60 again for the Switch ports.
Where's the license before? Yeah, Perfect Dark. Rip.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Guess what happened? Perfect Dark went from a good game, wanted another Microsoft to make the other thing. That one bombed because they didn't give the studio time. They're like, well, goodbye, Perfect Dark. See, that's Phil Spencer's mentality. If something fails, but yet you want to keep making Gears games and Halo games when they themselves are going down.
Exactly. And people wonder, like, Kilma, you harp on story too much. Yeah, because that's part of the game. Otherwise, you get Last of Us 2. Or just give me a game with no story. Cough Oblivion, cough Skyrim.
Yeah,
seriously. Make how I want this. Okay, that was harsh, but seriously.
Halo died. To me, Halo died after Reach and Halo Wars.
Wait, Halo Wars was bad? I never touched
Wars.
No.
No. It died for me because Wars was good. The last good ones, Reach and the strategy ones, Halo Wars and them, is good. I played them. I like those. So he wouldn't be able to tell me shit on that.
So yeah, what did you say? I had to look down and focus on something. What did you say, real quick?
He says the only good games I like from Xbox is me. Oh no, I was look. I was
Reach. That was Halo.
Yeah.
Forza. Yeah, Forza was awesome, and Reach was the best Halo because it was one of the best done. It was a well done prequel.
And it shows you that you don't need Chief to make a Halo game. And then when
it shows you how badass the Spartans were.
And fucking Halo 5 had to have been. I'm surprised they didn't get sued for pulling a Neil Cuckman and misleading everybody in the trailer. The trailers were like Halo. Last of Us 2 and Halo 5 really fucking. But that just shows you the Halo franchise was truly dead at that point, because even though they complained about it, Halo 5 was still a success. At least people stood up to Last of Us 2.
One hat man to another.
You know, this is gonna sound really evil. Well, not evil. This is might sound a little biased. I think that proves maybe Sony fans have a little bit more balls than Microsoft fans.
I mean, you have the king of contradictions, Crap Gamer, who bounced ships, and now everything he was saying about Xbox, he says about the PlayStation.
Thanks, Dustin. I was just warning him, because this isn't like the type that he goes on where he does that.
Yeah, Gears. Gears. Let's see. To me, Gears. I mean, I like. Don't get me wrong. I would say Gears also had a solid trilogy. It's like, why did you need to make 4 and 5?
And bring back the legacy characters. You could have made them completely different. Reboot it. Oh,
exactly.
No. Do something like Judgment did. Or,
see, the term reboot, people have to understand in video games. It's like the developers think, let's reboot the whole story and bring in the characters even if it doesn't make sense. No, a gaming reboot should be take what was good about it and create something new, or do an original story, or to pop off an original set a series of your own. Like, fuck. Ah, shit. Fucking cowboy, he shot me. Oh wait, I'm already an undead Shaolin. What you can do about it? Bullets don't work that way, Aaron Black.
Doesn't he have like a special move where he can bounce his bullets?
That's what I'm saying. That's what me and Kia say. Bullets don't work that way.
The multiplayer is awful. You shotgun player in the head and it takes 3 shots to kill it. What the fuck? Yeah, ow.
Yeah, where in the other Gears games, if you got up close and pop somebody with a shotgun, they're gonna explode.
Or if you take them with the chainsaw.
Well, they created a mechanic which was fair, where you can chainsaw clash in the sequels, in 2 and 3. That was useful. I get it. That's fucking useful. Because the first one, somebody can you can riddle someone with bullets. You have to reload perfectly, or your gun jams. So in multiplayer, you can just right there, and you're invincible while you do it. Yeah, all the Gears games. I played all the Gears games on the Game Pass. That's when I got the chance to finally go through it, because Gears 1 and 2 and 3 you could burn through because it's not that hard, even by yourself.
Yeah.
I played some of 4 and then I played some of 5 and I was like, I just don't like where the direction don't make sense.
This is what happened. They became dumb and they don't want to talk about it.
Old Xbox era was see, that's what like Xbox, like original Xbox, original PS2, 360, and PS3. That's when exclusives were on par with each other.
Could I tell you something that I think I figured out? The secret to the life of why the console started getting bad after the PS3 generation.
Yeah, let's make that the final part. Because once I beat this ladder, I'm gonna take my break. Let's get this because I still a couple fight off. All right.
This is gonna sound a little fucked up, but it makes sense. They had limited budgets back then.
They had to get more creative.
They were given, okay, buddy, here's $30,000, make a game, and you need to have it complete. By the way, you can bug test it to a degree.
How are movie license games from fucking PS3 to PS2 and original Xbox better than the current iterations of Halo and Gears?
That's pretty bad.
Terminator Salvation is better than Gears 4. And it uses the same mechanics of a cover, you know, you get your thing, it's basically, that game, Terminator Salvation, was the controls to fucking, it borrowed Gears of War heavily, but it's funny how an older game that got inspired from your controls does it better than your current iterations. I'll tell you what my favorite exclusives are on the 360. It's called Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 and Reach. That's it.
That's one hell of a multiplayer. In 2020, I played all the Xbox 360.
I was gonna say, wasn't Left 4 Dead released on PC also?
Yeah, and here's the thing. That's the one game that they refuse to make
never gone down.
Yeah, they refuse to make a part 3 because they just see that it's easier to port it over to the next generation, which that's why PlayStation, again, that's where I'm saying they can get the shaft on. They just now did that with the PlayStation 4 and 5, when you could have did that with the 3 and the 4. But the difference is when Xbox utilize, this is where Xbox and PlayStation fuck each other over all the time, or they go through back and forth. Right now you have basically Xbox relying on Epic Game Store tactics, buying up games because they know theirs alone are not going to hold out forever, their franchises. And then how many of those franchises bomb once they're made exclusive? Probably half of them. And it's going to be the ones that need multi-plats. But fuck, I was about. Okay, in terms of PlayStation, Xbox, when they do a tactic too early and it blows up in their face, and they wait until like towards the end of the generation to re-implement a tactic. But by that time, PlayStation would see where you fail and use that and already have a head start on you. This generation is no different than the start of the other generation. Xbox fumbled over in the beginning, were holding on to the bare bones to keep going until they finally were able to catch up. Where PlayStation has fumbled, but I bet you anything, once the next set of games start coming out and they but allow more games to be backwards compatible, all they would have to do is to really shoot Microsoft in the foot with their ideas of saying, well, if you had a PS3, you can go back into your PS3 library and download games and even use your discs. The same with your PS2, but that would be downloads only. I could understand if PS1 and PS2 had digital-only downloads where you can get those games again, that's fine if they're priced right. But 3, 4, and 5 would work disc-wise on the PS5. That's where you would want. That's where Sony would shoot Microsoft, even with the Xbox Game Pass service, because they still have a lot of titles that Game Pass does not have. And that means, boom. Imagine if Sony said, with all the online servers turned back on, you can download the Resistance trilogy. Or you can download Fallout, the original, not Fallout, the original fucking, what do you call the goddamn games? Killzone. And go the step further and say, your PSP and PS Vita titles will also be available to be played on fucking, because if they can do it with God of War, like Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus, boom.
Hey, but would you say I have a point with the creativity limitation?
Oh yeah.
I had that in that in PS3. That's why PS1, PS2, and PS3 felt so unique.
You do realize why you do realize there is fucking in my PSP list there is Shin Budokai 1 and 2 crying for me, and Def Jam Fight for New York.
If only you could buy the PlayStation that plays PS3 2 games, PlayStation 3.
That'd be great right now.
But that's all Microsoft. Like, what holds these companies back from doing something that drastic? Are they in league with it? It's like almost every generation. It has to be decided who's going to be the one that leads and the one who looks like the failure and then makes a comeback towards the end. It's just like a back and forth cycle. Makes me think this is deeper than what most of us gamers think it is. It's like they use the console war as a front to keep people off their ass. Conspiracy, Keo.
Do you want me to dress up like that again?
I didn't say anything.
That nearly killed me.
Why did you put a face mask on? I didn't tell you to do that now.
Well, that one looked like a conspirator because I needed to hide my face. You know, the Clintons might come after me or something.
You need to buy a fucking. You need to buy an anonymous mask.
Oh no! I thought if you saw my beady little eyes, your grandmother could make fun of me.
That time at the dead pool.
You gave Reptile an acid bath.
This is gonna hurt worse.
Your mom's already said she's gonna shish kebab me.
And my grandma wants to crucify you, by my understanding. She's like, I'm gonna send the Asians back their savior.
But the Asians worship Buddha.
No, you know what she calls Buddha? She doesn't know that that's like a belief over there. She's like, why do they believe in some fat cabron that just sits there and takes coins? I was like, Grandma, really? She's like, he either A, for the women in that past to look at him, he either A, had to have the first big Asian dick, or ate a lot, and they felt bad for him. They were like, we're just gonna call him Buddha. You managed to kill 2 Valkyries, and I found the red, so it drops twice. The gauntlet will drop twice, not the stone, so you only killed 2? Oh god.
One path is better.
Oh god, I feel bad. I feel bad for you on this Infinity War journey, or the Infinity Gauntlet journey in God of War, because it's gonna be painful.
Didn't you just get finished with your journey? Did you just get finished with your journey, John?
Yes, and I told him how to do it.
You know, it's like the circle of life.
It's like, you know what's funny, how games that IGN rate the lowest are technically the most fun games, and the ones they rate high are the ones you could tell are paid for to be reviewed.
Oh god, the biasness of reviewers.
Is Kung Lao really playing with a fucking Thomas the Engine? Thomas the Engine made a cameo. You think I'm joking? Look at my screen, Keo.
I'm gonna see it because this game. I think we know why Retro gets mad now. I figured.
But you know, no, friendships were in the original game, and then there was babalities too. There was fatalities, brutalities, animalities.
They take it to the extreme of Thomas the Engine.
That'd be like, oh, like what's wrong with having a frickin' animality come out where you whistle in a kangaroo with boxing gloves?
Is that why he hates Tekken? Because of the kangaroo?
Wait, your bar is what? My strength is beyond the full bar now, almost 400. That's one of the first level caps. Beat, because the level gets higher, and your armor rating and all that you can get on your personal level gets higher. Because now I got even stronger.
Guess I got none then.
Round 1.
I need one more Necro Valley.
Smock. You always want in. Hi.
Yeah, because I mean, these guys can tell you beat. How long have I been busting my ass to get all the Infinity Stones? I just have one short. I'm just one short, and all I have to do is get the materials for Brock.
Yeah, and it's gonna make you cry.
It's gonna what?
You cried on the defeating the final Valkyrie, and didn't you not get rewarded for it?
I did. I got the time stone because
Yeah,
I made that bitch walk into her own failure.
It took you 4 times to beat it, and you're finally like, I have to beat the game another time to beat this stupid Valkyrie.
And then I stood up until 2 in the morning to beat the bitch.
And then you were probably dancing around your room like a madman, laughing maniacally that you killed
No,
it.
I went to take a shower. I drank water. I looked at the computer screen for like 5 minutes, and I went to bed.
But Dad, you don't tell me you weren't.
You need to hold on. You need to go to Mosfelheim and get and then I will be. No, there's a suit beyond the Fallen Ash that will make you more unstoppable.
Are you trying to make beat a death god?
Well, no, I'm trying to tell him that when you beat the game the first time, and even on New Game Plus, beating the game again, it gets you more armors that are that are red level, and the one of the first sets of most powerful armor is Fallen Ash, which would be good for him if he is a just straight up aggressor. Where me, I can hold you from all ranges or deal with the enemy from all ranges in control style, so all my abilities are cranked up. Mosfelheim, he has to go do the trials because the last Valkyrie is the last trial up there, and I forgot what Infinity Stone you get from her. I think it's shit. Actually, alright, my last match against this time bitch. I wonder what ending Kung Lao's gonna. The last tower that I'm doing for the stream. But I'm now at because the time bitch is you know how the ladders always had like Shao Kahn, Goro, and Shang Tsung, and Onaga and Blaze? This is where she falls on that.
They will be wiped from history. Come, it is time to die.
You know what's funny? All those blue parts on Chronica, and this is why they made her suit even longer, is because she's naked fully beneath that. You could see it through her pants if she didn't have that those blue energy areas. What's my set? It's the I forgot the name of it's all white. I think it's Zeus, or no, it's Sindri's. It's the armor from Sindri. I had an exclusive armor made from the dwarf Sindri, which is you have to do a ton of missions for them, and I think you do it in a second run or so, or third run, and you get the armor from them, or if you can find a way to get it sooner. Because they make you go on a couple quests to find materials from one of their old dwarven companions that they worked with who died. So, fucking dinosaurs.
Smock, what you doing?
This bitch just keeps spamming her dinosaur at me to keep me fucking slowed down. And she would turn into a character that spams, or send in a character that would do nothing but spam attacks. Fucking Jackie Briggs. She breaks everything you do. God damn it. Really, Chronica? You trying to roll up on me in this corner? What the fuck is wrong with you? Wow. Wow, the only way she beat me was that she turned into a freaking spam character that had extra armor. Fuck you, you hoe. Is that set better than Fallen Ash? Because with Fallen Ash you are constantly fire. Yeah, it's good. But my armor enhances all my abilities. Your closing statements, Kiel.
Justice for Mr. Sega lives wherever you're hiding. Don't let that just stay safe, man.
Don't let cancel culture continue to get you.
Yeah, don't let it get you down.
Libra?
Closing statements. No, I have none.
Alright. Don't be a crazy Aussie, people, and we'll see you later.